Hello and welcome, each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, multilinguistic international coach therapist from DCTcentre, and joining me is Morganne Rayne, Adept visionary spiritual guide, ceremonialist, artist, and much more. And she is back with us again for another weekly checkup and checking in with divine. Hello, Morgan.
Hello, good morning from the Pacific Northwest. It's lovely to be here
I'm
today.
very grateful you are with me again. What knowledge, what messages can you prepare for us today?
Well, today is the whole theme for me right now is strength. So it's gathering in all my resources to be strong in all aspects of my life. So if you look at your life and you find that there are weaknesses in your life, it could be physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, relationships, and kind of look and see where are there areas in your life where you wish you were stronger, or or it's pointing out to you your weaknesses. I hate when that happens, but when your weaknesses show up, then we can go, we don't want to look at that, or you can say, all right, bring it on. I'm going to grow in strength from this. So we can do that through adversity. We can do it just by looking at patterns in our lives to see what keeps replicating over and over and over again in our lives that you wish it wasn't there, but it's still there. This is the time where we are that developing strength of character, of spiritualness, of a strong human being, strong body, strong mind, strong spirit. Developing strength is so important right now because we're going through some pretty rocky stuff in our world, right? And it would be so easy to just give in and go, I give up. It's going to, my mother used to call it going to hell in a handbasket. I don't know if anyone's heard that before.
No, I didn't.
That's when everything, the evidence of everything looks like it's not working out and the world's going to crap. That's my high spiritual thought on that. But the truth is, when it looks really bad is like just the moment where things are beginning to really heal. I'm going to give an example. Last week I missed the show, right? Because I chose to do something to more strengthen my body temple. And I did a particular kind of cleanse I've never done before. It knocked me on my keister. I started cleansing in a different kind of way. And so I just had to surrender to what was coming up in my body temple, what was coming up in my emotions, just everything that was coming up. And how I honored that was by just surrendering to it and allowing it to come up. So if I would suppress it, then, or I didn't want to deal with it, and I would stop what I was doing, then I couldn't get to the other side of it. So the other side of this is, boy, 2 days after I did that cleanse, I woke up and I felt like I'd been reborn in a body that was just, I could feel the strength coursing through my body. And I'm in those senior years right now. I just had a 70th birthday not too long ago. And 70 years, you can accumulate a lot of toxins in the body temple, bad thoughts, whatever, but it's like we accumulate them. And then what do we do with them, right? So how does it affect us? How does does it give us strength or does it give us weakness? So So for me right now, where my thoughts are on strength. So this morning I go, well, that's not such an exciting topic, but it really is if you think about it. And so I thought, well, I'll just pull a couple of cards because I just want to get some direction on where we're going with this strength awareness. And I want to share those cards with you because they're all about strength. I drew 3 cards. And the first one I drew is so apropos for what's going on. Like we're like, it's like we're leaving one dimension going into another, and you can sort of feel that. You can feel your body shifting. You can see in your world people shifting, concepts shifting. So the first card that I got, let's see if you can see this. It's called
I see it.
Two Worlds. It's kind of like living in two worlds. It's kind of like what we've been doing. We can look out and see what our world is like, our politics, or all of that. But within us and in who we are, if we're really walking a spiritual path, it's as though we're separating from that world. That world does not pertain to us any longer. So what is the world we really live in? So when you're presented with something like a card like Two Worlds, you get to choose. And that's the PowerPoint right there, is the choice, right? That's where we've talked about the solar plexus is your seat of your will, right? It's great to strengthen. I'm going to use that word, strengthen that solar plexus, because this is where we choose from, and we choose from that place. I mean, people talk about what's your gut telling you, right? This is what your gut telling you, right? So we strengthen that gut intelligence. We strengthen that ability to tap into what's true for us. So when we get a card like Two Worlds, and we're at that choice point, it's like, how do we use our strength? And we need a fortitude or a strength to really choose what we're going to live in. It'd be so easy to choose a path we've been on before, and we've continued walking, and we know the results, and we know how to respond and all of that. But is that really truly the path we're to be on? Which I drew this card right after that. Can you see that? Paths Unknown, right? This talked all about walking a familiar path where we know the trials, the tribulations, the sorrows. We know all that. We can stay on that path if we choose, but we're going to always get the same results that we've always had when we choose that same old path. There are other paths to choose, and some of them might look a little scary, and some of them might look a little dark, and some of them might look more light. You know, it just depends. It's having the courage when we're first of all, when we're faced with, what path am I going to walk? What world am I going to live in? What world am I creating for myself? This is powerful to ask yourself that question. What world am I creating for myself? It implies your creator. What world am I creating for myself? We get to create that. We get to decide that. And then the universe can orchestrate itself all around us to provide us with what we want to create. And we can most notice this when we choose something like we've always chosen, right? All the evidence of that, all the support will come in to support us to choose whatever thought, whatever path we've chosen, even if it doesn't serve us. So it's going into, what is the world I want to choose to live in? What is the world I choose to create? What are the gifts, the skills that I am going to need in order to lift myself into living in a world that I want to create? When we've talked about the map of consciousness, I think we've done that a couple of times on this show. There's that lower density where shame, blame, fear, all of that kind of density resides. That's one of the worlds. the two worlds is living in that density or living in the higher frequencies of unconditional love, compassion, joy, bliss, goodness. Now, who wouldn't want to live there? Who wouldn't want to be in that world? But you would be surprised how many times people choose the lower density. What it takes in order to bifurcate or move into a different direction is courage, is strength to say, this is what I am choosing. I am leaving behind anxiety, depression, anger, hatred, judgment, all of that lower shame, blame. But when you do all of that, then really you're taking responsibility for self 100%. 100%. There's nobody to call on. There's no oracle to consult. It's just you and your connection to the divine and your divine choice. So when we're in that, when we're in these places, and I'll bring these cards up again. Paths unknown. What path are you on? Ask yourself the question, what path am I on? And what am I choosing? What world am I going to choose to live in? So those are some pretty big questions, because we're at that precipice at this time to really make a choice. I can kind of hear that out in the thought communities that I'm connected to, that you need to make a choice. You need to make a choice. So it's like, what am I choosing here? You can't, there's no longer the playing ignorant anymore. That doesn't work anymore. It's really getting strong within yourself. A lot of people, when they're presented with making a choice, they get frozen, they get scared, they get whatever, they get, I don't deserve that or whatever. But the truth is, those are the very things that keep you down into that density. So it's using the power of the imagination, which we're going to do that today, because we'll do a meditation. You know me, I'm going to do a meditation.
I'm looking forward to that.
Right. And so the last card I pulled, which is it's all about meditation. So it's the Buddha prepares. The Buddha prepares. So what's the Buddha, right? It's like the going within. It's tapping into those inner resources, tapping into your inner strength, tapping into that inner self that absolutely knows. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get to choose what world do you want to live in. And we're going to choose the path we're going to walk that takes us into that world, that allows us to live that world in a very beautiful and elegant and very special kind of way. So that's what we're going to do today. So how's that sound to you, Daiga?
It sounds brilliant. I'm looking forward to that. And when you're talking about those two words, I for some time already feeling that I literally live in two worlds. Since I think some 2 years, but it's getting stronger and stronger since lockdowns started. Yeah, I sort of make my own island at home where I am. Around me, I make my own little world where I am absolutely happy when all these troubles doesn't exist. And only when I leave my home, then I have to like touch to something else, yeah. But it's like I'm going to the world, but I'm quickly coming back again to my safety place, yeah.
Yes, that's actually a beautiful analogy of how that works, right? growing and building the consciousness of the world that you truly want to live. And it's not just what you want to live in. We're bringing in a whole different consciousness. We're bringing that in. We've been doing, me as a light worker, I've been doing this, well, for all my life, but highly conscious and leading people with this for, goodness, probably 50 years now. Just bringing people to the light, bringing them to this understanding, leading them. And I took that role because I knew that was the path I was supposed to take, to help others understand this pivotal time that at that time when I first started, we were just moving into. I was that odd bird, right? That go, no, we're shifting, we're changing, the world is changing, and we must move and change with it. So yes, going in. So that reminds me, and I think we talked about this the last time I was on your show, to be in the world, but not of the world. To be in the world, but not of that world. So when we're in the world, we're conscious, we're awake, we're aware, we're filled with the frequency and the vibration of who and what we want to be. And then we move into the world and we just bring that energy with us, right? Usually we come in at strong, powerful, potent love frequency, and we just transmit it to everyone, right? We don't suck in their energy. We don't take in the whatever's happening out there in the world. We just let the world be that, and we come and be who we are. And this is how we affect change. I've seen it affected in the world that I live in, with me practicing love and kindness and compassion. It changes people. It's a beautiful thing. And it's so simple to do, but that's my power and that's my strength. So have you got any questions before we start? I don't even know what we're doing. This is gonna be guidance. This is guidance's deal.
Yes, I don't have questions at the moment, and I think it's really we need bring up this strength and go and meditate on getting rid of everything what we need get rid of, so we can be like light givers, light takers. So
yes, let's go be light. Let's go be strength.
Yeah.
Let's go be unconditional love. Let's be compassion. Let's be those things we know we're called to be, and release and let go what doesn't belong anymore. All right, let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to invite everyone to find a very comfortable place to be in, but not so comfortable that you go to sleep. This morning, we've been talking about developing strength in all areas of your life, mind, body, heart, and soul, to become stronger in all aspects of your life. And I was on StreamYard with my friend Daiga doing an interview, and our internet connection got cut off. But I want to kind of recap and then do the meditation that we were getting ready to do when internet went down. To support what I was thinking this morning on developing strength, becoming stronger in all areas of our lives, I decided to pull 3 cards and see what direction that the universe wanted to take us in with this concept of developing strength. And what I know right now is it takes a very strong person to take a look at what's going on in our world and stay strong and optimistic and filled with life and love when it seems as though all those pieces are kind of being taken down. But that's not true. Sometimes things have to come apart before they can come together. So I drew 3 cards. The first one I drew was called Two Worlds. And it's how important is that, and how crazy is that this is really what's going on right now. There is a consciousness of two worlds happening, a separation of the old and the hidden and the lower density energy of being told what we're not, and that we're weak and that we have no power, and we have to abdicate our power to the church or to the government or whatever. And that's not true. That's not true. The true world that we live in is of a higher frequency. That what we really are is a higher frequency of being. And so we must choose do we live in that lower density realm where there's fear and shame and blame and war and anger and disconnection and sickness and all of that? Is that what we choose to live in? Or do we get to choose something different where we are filled with love and light, unconditional love for everyone, that our hearts are so filled with forgiveness for ourselves and for others that we can forgive and let go of anything? I love that. That's unconditional love, that I'm going to love you without a condition attached to it. So this idea of living in two worlds is accurate, because what we're doing is separating from that lower density, and it's going to take warriors, spiritual light worker warriors, to do this. We know we came to do this. We were encoded with it. And if some of you are like me, even from a very, very small child, I knew that I was doing this work. I was told I was going to be doing this work, and I was told I would assist others to ascend, and that we would all ascend, not just one of us and not just 144,000 of us, but all of us would ascend. So two worlds. Which one are you choosing? The next card I got, which was right with that, was paths unknown. So, we walk a path that we've been walking, and we know all the pitfalls. We know how we can respond. We know what others are going to do and how they respond. We can keep on walking that same old path. It's kind of like this one, the two worlds. So we're familiar. There's a familiar path. It just isn't taking us to the world we're choosing. So when you're looking at your life, look at the path you've been walking. What are you doing? What are you, how do you respond? How are you taking care of yourself? So you look at the path you're choosing and think about, maybe if I walk down that path, I could have a different experience. I could develop some new skills. I could develop a new way of being, or I could choose this path. I say choose any other path that you've been walking on. Let's choose something different so that you can have an idea, expand your capacity for what comes before you. Develop your capacity to embrace the new, to embrace the unknown, to embrace all of that, because it's in that where the magic dwells. Not in the same old, where you know what's going to happen and you know what's expected. Let that go. Let that old world go. And step into the world you want to create. The world that's been born in your heart, in your mind, that's filled with love and peace and happiness and joy. And we all just get along, and there's enough food for everybody. There's enough everything for everybody that they want and they desire. Because the truth is, there is. And we're creating that world now. And then the last card I got was, how do you get there? So I got the Buddha prepares. So the Buddha prepares. How do you get there? So we go deep within. We go within. And we create it from there, because that's where we're creator is, within. The kingdom is within. Heaven is within. God is within. Love is within. And how we access that is through meditation, is through closing the outside world and going within to where we can begin to exercise our power of imagination. We can exercise our power of creation. We can exercise those things that are what we know about ourselves, the magical part of us, the ability to have a brilliant new idea and then access the way to create that. So within us is everything that we need to create. And so this morning we're going to do an exercise, meditation exercise, and we're going to be guided, because I don't know what we're doing. I don't write this down. It just guidance comes to me, and so I just say yes, and we go. So we're going to work with the body, mind, heart, and soul in this exercise to become strong and gain that strength so that we can create our new world, sustain our new world, be vital and happy and healthy in our new world. And so these things we will do today. So I invite you to just find yourself a place to sit that's comfortable with your feet on the floor, and have the experience of touching your feet on the floor, have the experience of feeling your feet on the floor. If you're wearing shoes, what does it feel like to have your shoes on, and feeling and experiencing the bottom of your feet, and feel the energy of the bottom of the feet? Can you feel that? Because there's energy in that space there between the floor and the foot, and the shoe and the foot. Can you feel that? Practice just that one little thing throughout the day. Is, can you feel your big toes? Can you feel your baby toe? Can you feel the bottoms of your baby toe? How about the heel? Can you feel that? So you begin to bring consciousness and awareness to the body temple. Also, that's helping us get grounded, to just truly be grounded in this physical temple that we live in. So with your feet awake and aware, you're bringing energy to that. Notice that connection and that energy, and notice that you are connected to your earth. Take a breath in and hold it at the top of that breath. And that breath you just took in, as you release the breath through your nose, release and let go all toxins that have built up through your day or your evening, and just let it go. We're going to take another breath in. And again, we're going to release and let go what doesn't belong. And this time what we're going to do is suspend our disbelief. So take a deep breath in, gathering up any disbelief that you are a creator or that you're the living light of the divine. Any disbelief about that, what others told you, what the church has told you, whatever. And let that go through the breath, through the nose, let it go. And just sense and feel what it feels like to be alive without all those disbeliefs. What does that feel like? To know that you are a divine creation. Take a breath in. And let it go. Anchoring that thought, I am a divine creation. Take it again. Think of the thought, I am a divine creation, and breathe it in. And let that thought, with that breath, inform every cell of your being, ignite every cell of your being, and wake up and remind every cell of your being, I am a divine creation. And let the breath go. Settling into the body temple. Feeling your body relaxed and open. Awakening that you are the creator because you're a divine creation. And take that thought, I am the creator of my world. Just think about that for a second. I am the creator of my world. I am the creator of my world. Take a deep breath in. Anchor that thought in through your whole body temple, informing every cell of your being, awakening every cell, informing every cell, and charging every cell of your being. I am creator. I am the creator of my world. Go. And what guidance is showing me right now is I'm standing before, and I invite you to have this imagery as well if you choose. I'm still standing before a movie theater, and I see two movies playing. There's one on the left-hand side is the old world. And on the right side, I see on the marquee, the new world. And actually it says the new world is being born now. So that's what I'm being shown. And so in this, on the left-hand side, the old world, and I'm just focusing on the marquee. What does it say? The old world is slipping away. So you have two movies running. And so as we stand before this movie theater, which movie are we going to choose to watch? And then what you notice is there's another movie. It's called How to Choose. How to Choose. Take a breath in. And I invite you to come with me into the movie of How to Choose. And so we go up and we walk up and we get our ticket, and tickets are free, by the way. They just offer them, and the ticket giver gives you a beautiful golden ticket, how to choose. And look at your ticket. It's beautiful. It's gold. And it says on there, I now know how to choose. I now know how to choose. And that's your golden ticket. And you walk in and you keep the ticket. There's no one to give it away to. It's a gift. This golden ticket. I know how to choose. And so we go in and we walk into the movie, and it's dark in there. Yet there's a little light that's guiding us to our perfect and right seat. And it's right in the middle, and it's up high enough. It's just your perfect spot for viewing. And just this little light leads you to your chair, and you get settled in and put your feet on the floor, and you've got your golden ticket. Now I know how to choose. And you're sitting there and you've got your golden ticket and you got your feet on the floor and you're ready for the movie to begin. And the truth is, all the movies are playing in the same theater. The old world and the world that we are creating. And you have your golden ticket. Now I know how to choose. And so holding your golden ticket in your hand, make a decision right now. whatever movie you choose to watch, the old world. And it's not only that we get to watch, we get to participate in, and we get to create and strengthen when we put our attention on it. So if we're going to choose, let us choose wisely. So if we're going to choose the old world, then put all of your attention, all of your energy into that. And if you're going to choose the new world that we're creating, then put all of your attention, all of your energy into that. Now take a breath. And look at your golden ticket. Now I know how to choose. I know how to choose. And for myself, I choose how to create, how to bring forth the new world, how to create that world. And it begins with me. And so with my power to choose, my golden ticket, I choose what has been born in my heart. I choose to shut away the world for the moment that we currently live in the density. Because truly, I live more in the world of the light anyway. So I choose that world of high creation. I choose that world of light and love. And so now look at this movie screen and choosing the world of light and love, and let the light of love begin to illuminate the movie screen. And for you, what do you see on that screen as you allow it to be the movie that you're going to not only watch, but you're going to participate in? So we begin to look at what could that possibly be. And what I see, I'll just tell you what I see, is that I see a world where all of us who are the humans, are the light beings that are here. We're all just light beings in a human body, by the way, in a different costume would be the body temple, a different way of, we're all light beings. So looking at our world as that we're all just light beings, and that we've all chosen a different kind of body temple to live in. And some of these body temples are becoming lighter and lighter and less dense. And you can see that with people that are participating in your world. And perhaps there's a world of love and kindness. And some people may call this utopia, but utopia is born somewhere and might as well be born within us. And as you look at that movie screen and you're holding your golden ticket of now I know how to choose, look at that movie screen where you're choosing the new world, where you're filled with strength. See yourself in that movie. Who are you in that world? Who are you in that movie? Are you strong and vital? Because I see myself that way. Absolutely filled with strength, vitality. I see myself as wise and humble. I see myself as kind and loving. I see myself as brilliant and artistic. I see myself connected to everyone energetically. And just between those energy streams, just supports of unconditional love and kindness and joy. Back and forth with each other, weaving these beautiful light streams of energy. In my world, in this new world that we're creating, all are blessed, not just a few. In my world, there are no more institutions. That the institutions that have sought to bound us exist in the old world. That does not exist in this world, where everyone is spiritually free and all are connected to source. There's no intermediary. There is your connection to source. So your spiritual realm in this new world is of light and love and total connection to source. Knowing that we are connected to source in our light, in our love, just feel that, experience what that connection is like. And notice that everyone in your world, in your movie, is connected to source. Not just you, everyone. For truly we are. We just forgot. Now we're remembering. In this movie, we're all remembering that connection. So we don't need religion. We don't need that. That was not allowing us to remember. It was helping us forget. In this world, we remember. And know that your mind is connected to the eternal knowing, the gnosis. And that whatever you need in thought is there. But we're connected to divine knowing, all knowing. And whatever we need to know, we are already connected to. So your mind is strengthening, for you're connected to the all-knowing mind. Take a moment and breathe that in. And on the out breath, breathe out confusion. And notice that your body temple now, you're in the embodiment of the light. So see and sense and feel your body, this divine light that you are, the crystalline light that you are, beginning to take form. And that your auric field is now more brilliant and larger. And the light that is being generated comes from your own light, the light that you are. And your body temple is getting stronger and healthier, more whole, and now in alignment with the divine blueprint of the creation that we are. Whole, healthy, vibrant. And our emotional body, oh, those beautiful emotions, those waves that carry us from one experience to another, that those are balanced. And that the emotions that we feel are hopeful and joyous and excited. And breathe that in. And as you watch your movie unfold, where are you in your movie? What's happening into your movie? And you in that movie, see how you interact with all the other beings, if there are other people in your movie. And now have the being that's you in the movie turn around and look at you sitting in the chair, holding your golden ticket of, now I know how to choose. Now I know how to choose. And the being of you that's in your New World movie, invite that being, that future self of you, to come and live in you Invite that in. Let that beingness sit where you're sitting. Let that beingness hold your golden ticket of now I know how to choose. From the place of light and love. Take a breath in. Feel your feet on the floor. This new energy in you, as that beingness of you is totally connected, fully connected to the new world, connected to the unconditional love and to the light. And let that movie all just come in and live within you. Let it integrate within you as you hold your golden ticket. Yes, now I know how to choose. And feel yourself sitting in the chair. Feel what that new energy feels like in your body temple. Take a breath in. Welcoming in that new world into your spirit, your body, your mind, your emotions, to your world. And relax into it on the out breath. And now, as you are sitting in your seat at that movie and the movie is now over, you're sitting there with your ticket in your hand. Now I know how to choose. That beautiful golden ticket, your will, your divine will. I want you to rise up from your seat that you're sitting in. Rise up and stand with your ticket, power to choose. What do you choose? So as you get ready to walk outside of this theater where the movies have been playing, what are you choosing? Because now you know how to choose. And for me, I choose to walk the new world, to walk in the love, to walk in the light, to allow all my behaviors and actions to be from that consciousness. And as I walk through the theater and start to come outside, I look out through the doors of the theater and I see the old world, or I see the world out there and people going by. And now I just open the door because I am so strong within my own self that I know that walking outside into the consciousness that is slipping away, the old world, that I can go in with the vision, with the love, with the compassion, with the forgiveness, all of that, I can walk in my world as strength. Strength in the love, strength in the light, strength in my body, strength. To stand strong. To not allow what's in the world to draw at me, to hook into me. And just walk out and see yourself walking tall and strong and filled with love and light. So much so that it just beams out from you. You just transmit it to the world. And see those waves of transmission just integrating into everyone around you and everything. Using your consciousness to transform and transmute. Take a deep breath in and come back to the chair that you've been sitting in during this meditation, feeling yourself empowered and filled with love and filled with light, feeling your feet on the floor. Open your eyes, come back with me, have your golden ticket. Now I know how to choose. Choose wisely, my friends. I love you.